Salut tout le monde. Aujourd'hui, dans cette vidéo, je veux partager avec toi les choses que je porte en tant que producteur et photographe en 2024. Alors, vas-y. And I bet most of y'all didn't even know I spoke French. So, make sure I go to my TikTok because I speak French a lot over there. And also, join my Discord. I'm trying to build a community of producers and writers, photographers, all of that. If you're any type of artist with any medium, join the Discord in the link in the description. Salut, my name's Earthtone and I'm just a jack of all trade but a master of none. And today in this video I'm just going to be showing you some of the things that I carry as a producer and a photographer in 2024. So first things first, as any type of creative in any medium, you need hardware that allows you to do your work. So I have this computer. I'm going to be showing you all of the prices of the things that I got. I got some of these things years ago, so the prices might be a little different. But I got this in 2019. It has held me up for damn near 5 years now. It was like $530 on Amazon. So yeah, it's not an Apple. You don't need Apple. I know everybody's hypnotized by Apple nowadays. You don't need Apple. You just need a good piece of hardware to do your work. This is 1 terabyte of storage and 16 gigabytes of RAM. My only complaint with this is I wish it was 32 gigabytes. I was on a budget when I first started producing, so that's why I settled for the 16 gigabyte, but now I only want 32 and above gigabytes of RAM. But yeah, now onto all of the cameras that I use. This camera I got off eBay. I really love the vintage aesthetic of this. This was like $100 on eBay. It shoots, I mean, obviously the quality is like terrible, but it's good for the aesthetic of what you're going for, if you're going for like that VHS vintage aesthetic. So yeah, I got this off eBay, $99. This camera, I bought it at a thrift store for like $15. He gave me a deal. I didn't even know if it worked. I just bought it because it looked really nice. And I was kind of naive at the time I bought it. I seen it was Super 8. So my dumb ass thought it was like worth something because I thought Super 8 was just a rare camera, but no, Super 8 is just a type of camera. Any brand can be a Super 8. This is a Minolta Autopack 8D6. It still works. I just don't have any film for it yet, but it definitely still works. So I will be using this in the future for some nice shots. And these 2 cameras I got from another thrift store. They were $20 each, but again, I got another deal. Don't be scared to haggle, because most thrift stores, they want to sell that shit, so they will give you a deal if you ask for it. So yeah, this is a Agfa. It's a vintage German camera. This was $10, and this is a Yashica vintage Japanese camera. This was also $10. And yeah, they both work. I know they both work. I just don't have any film for it yet. But again, it will make some really cool pictures once I get the film for it. And now we have my Panasonic GH4. Yeah, this camera, I got it from Walmart, walmart.com. And it was like a little over $500 or $600. I can't really remember. It shoots 4K movie quality, movie files, really good quality. One thing I've learned while being like a videographer / photographer is it's not really the camera, it's your lens. Because I got a really good lens and then I got a really like subpar lens, and I hate that lens. Well, I don't hate it, but I don't like it for like filming or nothing. But really fire camera though for photography. It's decent it shoots great quality videos, but I prefer it more for photography. And when it comes to YouTube, I just use my phone to record just because it's easier. But yeah. This was on eBay for like, I think I got it for like $60 or a little less than $60, but yeah, this takes some really cool, like aesthetic, like early 2000 looking pictures. I love this camera. I carry this literally every time I leave the house. If I'm just leaving the house for a second, I carry this camera because you can get some really good shots with this camera. So now on to my camera lenses. This is the Panasonic 14mm. I don't know the exact name, but this lens is fucking trash. Like I don't like it. It's decent for photography, but if you're trying to film a video, terrible lens. I don't like it. I want to sell it, but then again, I don't want to sell it because it's always nice to have another lens. And it is a wider angle, which I do need wide angles for photography sometimes. So For photography, it's decent, but for filming, terrible quality. Now this lens, the Sigma 35mm, I love this lens. This is my main lens that I use for shooting videography or photography. Love this lens, I have no complaints. It came with a kit, so altogether the kit was like over $300. I got a bunch of stuff with the kit. Okay, now we have my handy dandy tripod. This is the Jollycan M30. I got this from Amazon for like $26, but when I want like a still steady shot, this is what I use. And now this is the camera bag. This is part of the kit that my Sigma 35mm lens came with. So it came with this bag and a couple other things like some camera upkeep equipment. I'm not gonna get into that, I'm just gonna show you the bag. So yeah, it just pretty much carries all of my cleaning camera gear, my camera cleaning gear, and the camera itself with a couple other things. Now this bag, I love this bag. I got this from Marshall's like a few years ago and it was only $30 and it's lasted me years. Like best $30 ever spent. I fucking adore this bag. It carries my laptop, my MIDI controller, my headphones, my mic, my audio interface. It can carry a lot of things. Now my iPad, this isn't one of the newer iPads. This is, I think, the 9th generation iPad. This was like $300 on Amazon. I got this in 2022, so great deal if you ask me. But yeah, this is the thing I edit all my pictures on. I do all my graphic designing on here, my picture editing, everything, all on this iPad. This, honestly, if you're creative, get you an iPad. It's a great investment. Like even if you don't even do like the whole editing and software and Adobe thing, it's just a great thing to have to boost your like inspiration and your influences and your ideas. Like this has brought me so far in life. I'm not going to go through all of the software I use, but some of the software I use for editing photos is Adobe Lightroom, Adobe Photoshop. I use Adobe Illustrator for graphic designing, and I use some Facetune apps sometimes. If clients want some Facetune, I use those apps. And for video editing, I use CapCut. I used to use DaVinci Resolve, but I just found CapCut to be a little bit more easier. I do want to get back into DaVinci Resolve eventually, but for now I'm using CapCut. So yeah, and for music producing, I use FL Studio. Never use anything else. FL is really, in my opinion, the best if you ask me, but who knows. And now let's get into my music production hardware. Okay, so this thing, I love this thing. This was one of the first things I got when I started producing back in 2019, was this. I got this on Amazon for like $100. I'm pretty sure the price is still the same even today. So yeah, this is the Akai Mini MIDI controller, 25 key. And yeah, it's just very convenient for traveling, like producing on the go. Because I have this 61 key M Audio keyboard MIDI controller, but it's just not practical to travel with. This you can travel with. You can have your sustain pedal as well, so that's always a plus. And now this is my Shure SM7B microphone. I think I got this back in 2021. This was like $399 on Amazon. I got this because I've seen all the other like artists, like I've seen Kanye using this, I've seen Beyonce use this. So those are like some of my biggest influences. So I'm like, if they can use it, so can I. Now these are my Sony MDR headphones. They plug into my audio interface, but these were like $99. I think I got these from Guitar Center. So yeah, again, I got these back in like 2021, I'm pretty sure, and they've lasted me this long. One thing though, the ear pad fell off, but I'm too cheap to buy new shit if it ain't broke. So it still works just as fine. It's just the ear pad, you have to like, I need to glue it back on, but that's the only issue I have. But very good pair of headphones. And again, I've seen Kanye use these, Beyonce use these, Jay-Z. I've seen so many artists use these same pair of headphones. And again, if they can use it, so can I. Now I have my Focusrite Scarlett Solo audio interface. Yeah, nothing really much to say about this, just the audio interface. You can use any audio interface. This was just one I've seen people use. Yeah, this is a good interface. I mean, no real issues. So obviously as a producer and a photographer, you need like good storage for all of your files. So I have this, I think I can't remember if it's it's 1 terabyte. I have a 1 terabyte lacy hard drive. Yeah, again, I've seen everybody using this, so I decided to get it myself. When I see people using shit and I've heard good reviews, I get it. But this was like 70 bucks on Amazon, the lacy 1 terabyte hard drive. I don't know if the price is the same. I need to stop saying but yeah. And also, if you're a photographer, you know how important being able to instantly transfer your photos onto a portable device. You know how important that is. So that's what this is. I got a mini SD card and I got a regular SD card and a USB reader. So it's just an adapter. I also have a USB-C adapter as well, but this is for my iPad. So yeah, this was like maybe like $10 to $15 on Amazon. And now obviously everyone has these AirPods. I have 2 pair. These I use for my phone to connect to my phone, and then this pair I use to connect to my iPad. Actually, a sad little story about these. I actually lost one of these in New York when I was in New York. Yeah, I was taking my mask off and I was by the Hudson River. I was at the pier by the Hudson River. I was taking my mask off because it was COVID at the time. And the fucking AirPod fell out when I took my mask off, and I literally had to stop these people to help me move this big ass dumpster out the way so I can find it. But I'm pretty sure it fell in the water. I didn't see it or hear it fall in the water, but there's nowhere else it could have went. So I only have a left AirPod in here, but it's from my iPad. No big deal. I got 2 little bonus things that I want to add that I carry every single day. My wallet, but more importantly, what's inside my wallet. So as an aspiring entrepreneur and creative, a lot of people don't realize once you become like a creative, you realize how much money it costs, and then you realize creativity leads into business, because creators need to make money just like everybody else. So you need to fund yourself. It's like you really become your own businessman once you become a creative, because you have, like, let's say you're a photographer, you have to sell prints or sell presets and shit. You have to build websites. It's like a whole lot of things. So credit is really important to have if you're young and a creative. Like, having good credit is really important. And me as a 22-year-old, I have 9 credit cards, but I'm not in debt. I have great credit. I have 2 Amex cards. I'll just show you quickly because I don't want my number to get on there, but I have great credit and I'm young. People have this misconception that credit just means debt, but it doesn't mean that. Think of credit as like a debit card, but you have to pay the money back. But think of it as you only use the amount of money on the credit card that you have in your debit card, so that way you have enough money to pay them back their money. And that's the most simplest way to use a credit card. You don't use it irresponsibly, and that's why credit isn't for everybody. It can be for everybody, but everybody's not responsible with their money. And then the bonus thing I carry is my passport. I don't carry this every day, but again, this is very important as well if you're creative or a business person, because creativity leads you to travel, and if you want to travel the world, you need a passport. So yeah, just a little bonus thing. I don't carry this every day, but when I'm traveling, I do carry this. Et c'est tout que j'ai à montrer pour toi. And that's all I have to show y'all. Please like, comment, and subscribe, and join the Discord if you're any type of creative with any medium. I'm trying to build a community, and I hope y'all enjoyed this video. Hopefully y'all enjoyed, and thanks for watching. Salut.